Hello everybody.
Hello.
All right, well today's video, we're going to talk about what we consider to be possibly the most important and significant step that you can take and that we did take in order to enable you to retire early, which I must say is a great thing to be able to do. So I hope you enjoy the video today, and if you're enjoying watching our videos, please give us the thumbs up and subscribe. That's even more important. And comment. Let us know what you think. And if you're interested in retiring early, or perhaps you have some insights that we haven't thought of. So yeah, we would love to hear from you.
Definitely. And so I would say that key step is downsizing your home, which of course, you know that we did. And that can either mean either owning or renting. You could still downsize either way.
Yeah.
And that might mean moving a little bit further out of the city, or moving to an entirely different state or across the country like we did.
Yep. Yeah, and downsizing, I mean, we're not just talking downsizing square footage, we're talking downsizing in value, in price.
Yes.
So if you own a home, then what you're doing is unlocking some of the equity in your house that you have, and you've gained over maybe the last 20, 30 plus years of your life. And still buying a home, we personally believe in home ownership because properties tend to go up in value over time. And if you're retired, you don't want to lose out on that. You may need it one day if you have to go into a retirement home. But unlocking that equity allows you to invest the money and possibly increase your monthly income, or use that for something else, or just put it aside as an emergency fund. But yeah, buying a less expensive, smaller home is really the key that we're talking about here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But that also applies to renting. If you rent a home or you rent an apartment, most likely you can downsize that. You maybe don't need as big of an apartment as you're living in, and it maybe doesn't need to be as expensive as it is, just by moving out of the city into a more rural area, or maybe even another state, because rents are different all over the place. And maybe finding something that will include some of the more expensive utilities, and that maybe they'll pay for, which would be really nice.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, one thing that we all need to realize is if we're talking about retiring early or retiring at all, that means if you had kids, they're probably gone. They're not living with you anymore. And so you don't need all that space that you did when you had kids living at home, taking up, half of the house. So, that's definitely something for us. Kids have been gone for a few years and we don't need all that extra space.
Yes.
So the next thing that's really key to buying a smaller home or renting a smaller home is that your expenses are lowered. You have smaller electricity bills, smaller property taxes, smaller insurance costs. So overall maintenance costs, everything will be less expensive on a smaller home. And, at the end of the day, if you're spending less each month on those items, that leaves you more money left over to enjoy your retirement.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, that will give you more time to do the things that you actually want to do. It's much easier to take care of a smaller place. Less cleaning, less yard work, all of those things. I don't know, cleaning isn't as fun, but yard work can be okay, just maybe not too much of it.
Yeah.
So that definitely is a big key to happiness.
We just moved, we bought a single level home, and I highly recommend it because we're gonna get a robo-vac. So we don't have to vacuum anymore, and it can just run around the place and do all the work for us. So anyway, and the other thing about a smaller, possibly single level home means that you can maybe stay in that home for longer independently, taking care of yourself. The goal here is retire early while you're still in that go-go phase, so you can go out and enjoy yourself and travel and do all those things and you know, windsurf and surf and do all those sailing and
Pickleball.
whatever you do,
Golf.
pickleball, you know, but then, you know, we'll hear the go-go, the slow go, and the no-go, you know. I mean, we know we're all going to head that direction at some point, but even when you get much older, it would sure be nice to stay in your own home and not have to move into a retirement type scenario that costs a lot of money to live in.
Very expensive.
Yeah. So, downsizing means you could probably stay in your home longer. Yeah.
So the conclusion to all of this, of course, and you'll be able to tell that our philosophy is that downsizing your home was the key to our being able to retire early.
Yep.
And it might also help you retire early by downsizing your home.
Yeah, because our philosophy is lower your overhead, spend as little as possible, and if you spend as little as possible, then you'll have more money left over to play with. And that's really the whole key to being able to retire early. Thank you so much for watching our video today. Once again, remember, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel.
We'll see you next time. Bye.